You've been off to a pretty good start this year, scoring-wise. Is there anything in particular that's been working well for you there?
Pucks are just finally going in. Yeah, no, I think it's just it's a matter of myself obviously getting in those scoring areas, but at the same time bearing down when I have those opportunities. And I'm just trying to put the puck in net whenever I can, and thankfully they're going in right now. I just got to continue to keep doing that.
You know, I think you're 2 for 2 scoring when Team Canada has somebody there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that honestly, when that obviously that's just a bonus for sure. But at the same time, it's the last thing on my mind. Wondering who's going to be in the stands. But obviously, anytime you get to play a good game in front of that kind of that brass. I mean, obviously it'd be a dream to represent your country, and obviously I want to be on that Team Canada team, and just trying to go out there and play my game and not worry about it too much.
Are you aware of when they're watching, or is they?
No, I'm not aware. I mean, I think that's kind of the beauty of it. I think they're trying to catch you off guard, and I think it's just a matter of consistency in your game. Whether they're there or not, you got to be consistent every single night. If somebody's watching, and I think for me, just playing my game, doing what I do best, playing that 200-foot game, and contributing offensively when I can. I think I kind of like to think I know what my role would be on that team, and just trying to do it the best of my ability.
What have you seen from Richie so far?
I think he's been great. I mean, he's so calm and cool, collected with the puck, has so much poise with it, and he's fitting great, with Palms and Joe when they played together so far. So he's just going to continue to keep getting better, and he's been good so far.
Do you know that he was probably going to play a part of this team in training camp?
Yeah, no, I think he obviously had a really good training camp. He got hurt there, obviously, but he like I said, I think what stood out was just his poise with the puck. His ability to make plays, and he's phenomenal on the power play and the half wall too. He makes a lot of nifty little plays that go unnoticed, and he's just going to, like I said, he's just going to continue to keep getting better.
What's been working go for it.
He said during training camp that he's been working on his defensive side of the game. For you, what's the process like in terms of when you were maybe 20 years old working on that side of your game?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's obviously something that everybody can get better at, but I mean, I think just having a good stick and being in the right positions, and the rest will take care of itself. When he gets the puck, he's great at making plays. So I think it's just a matter of being in the right spots at the right time, supporting the defenseman when you're coming back and you're being the low guy. It's just going to come naturally to him when he starts to figure that out, and he already has. He's been playing great on the defensive side, and he's just going to continue to keep getting better at it, and we're lucky to have him.
So, of course, a really complete game for your group against Columbus on Sunday. What are some of those positive things to build on that momentum into tonight?
I think we got to take it one game at a time here, but we had a great start. I think that's all we should focus on is what we can do to get to our game as soon as possible, and we did it the other night, and that's what we're looking to do today.
In postgame, you told me about just the process it takes to get used to a new system on the PK. What goes into adjusting, and what confidence does it give you guys to be perfect in the last 3 games?
Well, I think that's the biggest thing is the confidence it brings. Hey, I think we've been doing a good job of the coaching staff kind of stressing that first penalty kill of the night, making sure that we're on our toes, we're sharp, and then it kind of gives you the confidence as the game goes on. And I've seen it from the other side too. You have a power play early on, and that first one doesn't go well. All of a sudden, it's A, you don't know when you're going to get another, and B, it's frustrating from a point of you want to give your team some momentum. So I think as a penalty kill, as a group, we've done a pretty good job of trying to focus on getting that first kill and letting it go from there.
Ask you about Cam Ritchie. He said that you and Drouin talk to him all the time, shift after shift, that communication. How much of a difference does that make for a 20-year-old center? Yeah,
I mean, he's obviously, we know how talented he is. He sees the ice really well. He's got the skill to make the plays, and I think for us, it's me and Drew have obviously played for a while, and we just want to focus on making sure he's playing his game. There's a reason he's in this spot, and the more we could talk to him and help him, and I think it's just going to make us more effective as a line.
Is there anything about Richie's game that surprised you that maybe you didn't see in camp, or that's progressed from where it was in camp?
I think the biggest thing is the poise he plays with. I think when you're young and kind of trying to make a name for yourself, you want to show off that skill, and maybe not that trying too hard is the word for it, but there's a little flash that can get you into trouble at this level. And I think the poise he plays with gives him an opportunity to present that skill. And as a 20-year-old, that's pretty impressive to be able to step in and, I don't know, as a 10 or 11 games into his NHL career, be able to play with that kind of poise.
How's he fitting into the room just off the ice?
Great. He's quiet, kind of keeps to himself, but him and Shea feed off each other, and you can see them giggling all the time. So it's good. They're both a great addition to our room.
With your fourth line, obviously fourth lines have changed maybe in the NHL over the last couple of years. What do you want from your fourth line?
Well, I mean, I hate to call it a fourth line, first of all, but energy. I felt like one thing I really love about our game against Columbus is we were hunting everywhere on the ice and shift after shift after shift. So that's the type of energy you want to have, and that's what you want from all the lines.
What's standing out to you right now about the way Bo Horvat is scoring and the way he's playing more generally?
Well, I will say this. I mean, he's an important player on our team. There's no doubt about it. But he's also a leader on our team. And the way that he's playing right now, the way that shows for every game, I mean, that's the leadership that this team needs. And last 2 games, he's been playing with Barzy and seems to connect really well. And obviously, they played together in the past, but probably help a lot. But, I mean, it's nice to see them play the way they played.
Even going back to training camp, you talked about the commitment the guys have to learning new systems. What have you seen in terms of progress they've made on the PK in particular?
Yeah, PK has been, knock on wood, but really good lately. And guys are the big difference to me is the confidence, of course, but also, I mean, the triggers. I feel like we're jumping fast and we are very connected on our penalty killing, and I think that really helps a lot. But Boogie's been doing a really good job with the guys, and the guys are buying into what he's been trying to do. And there's also like the block shots. Like I'm thinking about Peugeot block shot against Ovechkin in example in Washington. I mean, the commitment or how hard we work to get the puck out of the zone, the dove that Bo did in that game as well. And the last game was a huge kill. You know, it's a tie game. You're going into end of the second period, and you have a big kill to do. And I mean, the guys did a really nice job. And I'm going back to Washington. I mean, we scored a big goal that 1-1 game. So these are, I think there's making a difference in the game. There's no doubt.
When you talk about the triggers, is that like, have you changed what the triggers are? Are the guys are the guys reacting better to them than they were in the past, or is that a little bit of both?
I feel like we're more free, you know, like we're reading the plays, and I think it goes with confidence. That's how I see it. I mean, when you get burned on those triggers, you're becoming like a little nervous. But right now, I mean, we're doing well, so I think it brings a lot of confidence and helps in that regard.
Palmieri said that there's been an emphasis on getting that first kill in a game. What's the importance of setting the tone in that regard?
It is, and I think it brings a lot of confidence for any team. Actually, you're giving the first goal on PK, everybody's like, "Oops," and I think it, and also I really feel it gives momentum to your game as well. You know, like we talk about it, like when we play there. I mean, 2 penalties early in the second period. They scored on that second one. I think if we would have killed it, would have given us some momentum. But by giving the goal, it gives momentum to the team that just scored. So they are key in the game, absolutely.
What did the Bruins do a week ago in Boston that you can't let them do tonight?
They did a really nice job on their entry, and also, I mean, hitting on their OZP, hitting those seam pass, and they scored. Pasternak scored on that one. They scored 2 of those goals on pretty similar situations. So we're gonna have to be very good in our D-zone coverage and making sure that when these are interchanging, our wingers has good reads. So we're gonna have to be good, but the area we're gonna have to continue to be very good at is forechecking. If we could forecheck them, and I think that's gonna create some good scoring chance for us, and puck possession.
What did you and Matthew know about Jonathan Drouin, when you signed him here as a free agent? And, did you think he could, because he has somewhat of a relationship, I guess, with Richie, did you know you could sort of foster that a little bit?
Well, first of all, to answer your question at the beginning is, I've always been a fan of him. He was in Halifax. I mean, I remember the year we were up 3-0 in the series. Him and McKinnon came back and won the series in 7 games. So I've always been a fan of his. Obviously, I mean, he was in Tampa, went to Montreal, Colorado, and now he's here. But I am so happy with him because I see the commitment, the maturity in his game, first of all, but also the commitment that he's making to play so well defensively. So I did not know that they played together in Colorado, Richie and him, but I will say this, I am very comfortable putting him with him because he's a vet. Him and Palmieri are 2 very good vets. I think the kid's going to learn so much out of these 2 guys, and I think that'd be great for. If I was a rookie, I would love to have 2 mentors like this. I mean, come on, these guys have, Palmieri and him have been in the league for so long, and they know the league, and I think they're just going to make him better. And he's part of our now and our future, so it's nice to have that.